Hello, everyone. My name is Catherine Pearson, and this is my report on AngelList for our crowdfunding project for ENT 655. So, as you can see, I chose AngelList, and I will be really honest, I did not enjoy it. It is so completely different than I think I did Kickstarter a couple classes ago when we had to do this, and it's just so different than GoFundMe and kind of what I was envisioning when I was thinking of this project. Obviously, we have talked about angel investors throughout this course many times, so obviously you can tell what AngelList is. So it was founded in 2010. It was co-founded, and I'm not going to try to pronounce their names. And they the first young man is from India and moved to New York when he was 9 years old. So he graduated college, and in 2010, they after being in the workforce for a while, started this business, started AngelList. So it is a website for startups, for angel investors, and I took this straight off of Wikipedia. And job seekers looking to work at startups. Founded in 2010, it started as an online introduction board for tech startups and needed seed funding. Since 2015, the site allowing startups to raise money from angel investors free of charge. So that's always a good thing. So this first sentence tickled me. So they actually are kind of relating the AngelList as the Match.com for investors, and startups. So obviously that's the way to go if you're trying to find your match. So I thought that was kind of funny. Naval, I'm not real sure how he pronounces his name, wanted more innovation on the infrastructure for innovation. So that's really what he wanted to focus on. AngelList syndicate facilities, startup financing with accredited investors. AngelList jobs connect talents with startup, with over 35,000 recruiting companies, more than 2 million candidates, and 5 million registered users. So that's pretty good. AngelList acquisition of Product Hunt will allow more support for startup with customer generation and product launch. So they allow for startup and raise money from accredited investors, investing alongside prominent angel investors. So really, this is a place to go if you are wanting to invest in a company. And I actually went through, which I'll show you in just a minute, went through to on their website, and they were asking all these questions. I went from wanting to invest to wanting them to look at me, and they actually had a little thing that you went through that said, how much do you have to put in? How much do you need? And it basically told you how much of a risk you were, whether you were a high risk of failure or if it was a pretty good deal. And I was a high risk of failure, if I'm going to be honest. So in October of 2015, AngelList announced a deal with the Chinese third largest private equity firm, China Science and Merchants Investment Management Group, for establishing a new $400 million fund for early stage startup and investments. So according to the Wall Street Journal, the deal became the largest single pool of funds devoted to early stage startups ever, and also the largest ever single investment by a Chinese private equity firm in a U.S. fund. So that was very interesting as well. Prior to the deal, AngelList had raised $205 million from all its sources, including $43 million from institutional investors. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So in my research, I found this was the most recent. Everything was so old, honestly, that I found. This was the most recent. And when I say old, I mean it was like 2012, 2013 articles. So I did find this article from March of this year of 2022. And it's talking about the AngelList venture takes on rare capital at $4 billion valuation. So this article was very interesting. And it was talking about really how they are just kind of taking their time and they are focusing on the employees as well. And that you have to have the capital with startup capital. There was one part of this that I found very interesting. And I think it was closer to the end. Oh, here it is. So I think ultimately companies that raise typically also increase headcount pretty significantly. He said you get slower as you grow, and that is really tough for a technology company. So really what he was talking about was that they're just really wanting to focus on their employees and, raise their headcount, raise their capital. And let's see. Oh, there was one other part. A question I've had for AngelList for years now is why not raise the venture to meet demand amid growing competition? And that is when he said what I just read, but he I thought that was very, very interesting. So also, this is where I went to put in some information about starting up and investing, and it was just asking all these questions. And so this part, what I really liked, of course, it's all free to join. And then of course it asked, I said, why have I not gone any further? And it was a survey, and I told them I was doing research for class. I do not have funds to put into anybody's startup. So what I like is that it gives you an option. Do you want to select your own deals, or do you want to invest in traditional funds with minimum amounts? So it gives you two different options of where they can match you with someone, or you can go through and you can do your own research and do your own investing. So I'm gonna be real honest, this one I did not enjoy this. It's just, this did not excite me. I think if I was going to if I was an angel investor, this is the way to go, hands down. But I feel like if I am looking for someone to invest in my company just because of what I am doing, I would not use this avenue. I would go more of the Kickstarter, the GoFundMe, or, something like that. And I'm probably saying that because I'm even, more familiar with those, and that makes sense. But I do love learning about angel investing, and everything that comes with it. But in all my research and everything that I have done for this project, I just felt that for me, this was not a way I would want to go. But I'm glad I've done the research, so I'm a little bit more knowledgeable, and I have learned something while working on this. And to me, that was the most important part. So let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for your time.